It's a Sunday morning at Ben Gurion, Israel's international airport. At the El Al counters, passengers are checking in for the long-haul flight to New York and a short-haul one across the Mediterranean to Marseille. El Al used to be Israel's state-owned flag carrier, commanding half the market for those flying in and out of the country. Almost every Israeli has flown on it.
It's very familiar. Everybody spoke Hebrew. It was a pleasure to fly with El Al. The service has gone down quite a bit. The flight attendant thinking we're all one people, I can sort of step on your chair and go and look for something, which was quite cute. But on the other hand, if I wasn't an Israeli, I would have found it very uncomfortable.
I think everybody knows that Israel is always on threat. Bombs, terrorists. And in El Al flights, we know that the security level is the highest. This is the feeling of, give me a better feeling, a safe feeling.
There's no doubt that many Israelis are fond of El Al. It's been their flag carrier for over 60 years, and it's assiduous about passenger safety. However, it's about to face the same competition that European flag carriers faced and force them drastically to restructure rather than go bankrupt. El Al owes its dominance in the Israeli air travel industry to government protection. It's had the lion's share of takeoff and landing slots at Ben Gurion, Israel's principal international airport. But since last summer, the Civil Aviation Authority has started to take these slots away and sell them to competitors. More and more will have to be ceded over the coming 5 years. The British-based budget airline EasyJet has already started operations at Ben Gurion Airport, and it's hoped the extra competition will decrease the average price of a flight to Israel by 20%. That, in turn, it's hoped, will attract 500,000 extra tourists over the next 5 years. The only worry is about El Al, which has been making losses even when shielded from competition.
We have really increased the level of competition, and we have seen that the results, according to El Al, was not good, because El Al had failed to do the necessary steps in order to compete and to stay competitive. It will have to really revolutionize its operation. It will have to grow much more efficient, and they have to do it now because it's already starting to be too late.
The president of El Al, Elijah Skedi, says he sees the need to squeeze costs, but he's not content to retreat from the low-cost competition. Starting next summer, El Al will expand its fleet and increase the number of its routes.
We have to increase. We are planning to increase the number of airplanes in our fleet next summer. We have to increase the number of flights to new places. This is something that we have to combine together.
Every airline in Europe which has faced competition from the low-cost carriers has had to radically cut costs and cut staff or face bankruptcy. How much will you cut costs and staff?
I cannot say now the specific points, but we intend to do it with a number of places, numbers of points. One of the in West Europe and East Europe, and nearby here in the area, to begin with, and then, when it works, to continue.
But what the president of El Al isn't saying is how many jobs the airline will shed. That's understandable. El Al staff went on strike earlier this year against the principle of open skies. They may do so again when it becomes clear how much it harms them in practice. But analysts are urging El Al managers to confront the issue soon, if the airline is to assure its future in the new open aviation market.